G'day everyone, Viv here. I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back to Nights of Dice. We're in the hobby and craft room at home today. My daughter Charlotte is here.
Garage/games room.
Garage/games room. Yeah, it's a garage. But you know, games room or hobby room sounds way better than garage. Anyway, so we're doing some craft together. Charlotte's doing some of her drawings and stuff. She's done some cool watercolor painting and stuff. And I'm going through and painting all of the prototypes that we've been assembling of this new range of MDF model kits. Terminus Australis. These are the buildings from the Invictus range, which was sort of been put together for the Imperium. It's not something that we generally do a lot of, painting the prototypes, but as I've been going through it, you know, things are a little bit different right now at the studio. Scott's designing from home, and and then I'm doing all the assembly and test cutting and prototyping and stuff in the studio. And because of that, I've become really familiar with these kits. Yeah. What's that?
Okay.
Mum brought some food. Awesome. And because I've been assembling them, as I was saying, I've become really familiar with them. And this, all I'm doing so far is just doing a very quick dry black base coat, grey, you know, base colour, and then a light dry brush. Oh, no thanks, darling, just leave that over there. I'll have that soon. Just so we can get some colour on these, and then, you know, I'll pick out some detail, do some weathering, and, you know, these will be good for the studio, for, you know, games or the club or whatever. But through the process of doing this, it helps me understand how the models can be painted better. You know, I see a lot of fully assembled, unpainted MDF on the internet. And, you know, we've got loads of unpainted MDF. And sometimes some things are just way better and easier to paint in parts. But unless you know what parts to assemble, or you spend time, you know, really, you know, investigating the models and looking at its construction and starting the assembly process, it can be difficult to know what should I assemble and what shouldn't I assemble. And so as a, you know, byproduct of, you know, just quickly slapping some paint on these fully assembled prototypes, I've got a much clearer idea of how I can do some tutorials and write up some articles. I've been posting quite a few bits and pieces on the blog section on the website, and I'm going to continue doing that. Some of it is my own personal hobby work, which is not related to Nights of Dice at all, but and some of it is obviously Nights of Dice related. Some of it's, you know, very thoughtful and sort of opinion sort of articles. But I really want to, you know, do a lot more of that. And so this process of painting these prototypes just in this very quick color scheme has given me some ideas on what you could do to, you know, really help the models stand out a little bit more. In terms of, you know, not installing these little trim detail bits on the side here until the model's painted, and then spraying or painting those a different color and then putting them in. Obviously you could sit there with a small brush and pick out details, but sometimes, you know, it's just easier to, you know, do things in parts. So this is great fun. You know, there's a whole pile of these already done behind me. I've just got a few more models left to finish of the this basic grey dry brush. Then I'll give everything a bit of weathering, pick out some details, weather that out, and, you know, we'll have some assembled models. All of this stuff, all of these models in this first range, Invictus, should be available hopefully in a couple of weeks. Scott's, you know, now that all the prototyping and all of that has been done, the kits are production ready, and some of them have already gone into production, but, you know, now we need to do all the supported stuff, the, you know, product packaging. For that we need to have, you know, freshly built models, which are sitting over there. Do you want to see me build those live? Maybe do another live stream and I'll build them live and you can watch again? Or should I just go ahead and assemble them? Those will be for product packaging, instructions, website pictures, marketing materials, product order forms for retailers. All those things need to be done. So it'll be a couple more weeks before this stuff can hit the market. So I thought I'd put the camera on real quick, have a little bit of a ramble. Like this one, for example, this communication tower. Bit difficult to see from over there, I understand that. You know, this is not a review video and the lighting's not very good, but this definitely needs to be painted in parts. I'm just going to give the whole thing a quick dry brush grey and then pick out some details so it's painted and, you know, usable at the club. But there's so many things that you could do on this, including this, you know, this cool little keyboard and stuff in there, and all of these satellite dishes you should do independently before you glue them on. But yes, there we go. I'm just sitting down with Charlotte having some craft time. Our dinner has just arrived. We're having some noodles, some meagering noodles. And thought I'd put the camera on, have a bit of a ramble, capture some of this stuff.
I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop.
You don't want to stop, do you? You want to have your own YouTube channel, don't you? Or maybe we can do that when you're a little bit older. But for now, I'm going to have my dinner, keep painting this stuff, and then progressively over the rest of this week, we'll see more of this stuff come to life. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you next time. See ya.